So starting the test drive in this Escalade Platinum Luxury, you know, Cadillac makes quite a few trims for the Escalade in particular, just to go with the certain, I guess there are a lot of Escalade buyers out there. Some people want something flashy, some people want something subtle, some people want something that's sporty, and then some people want something that's flashy and sporty. So that's how you come up with these trims. You have the Platinum Luxury, the Sport, the Platinum Sport. There's so many different trim levels here. And you know, this Platinum Luxury for me is my favorite because I like the look of elegance you get here. I love having this kind of laminated wood grain here, and then how the dash underneath the AC vents looks, and then how it goes across the doors. It's a very clean, sophisticated look. And that's what I want when I'm looking at an Escalade. I don't necessarily want the Sport as much as I love the grille. Really like the grille on this Platinum Luxury. It gives it more of a Denali look, I feel, as opposed to I guess more of a sporty look. And some people prefer having the, like myself, the more premium looking grille, the more subtle looking grille, as opposed to one that pops. But both of them are very nice looking. But a very smooth ride. You get the air suspension here, which is great. And Cadillac just really did their thing when they gave these a refresh in 25. The front fascia is what gets the biggest look change, the more noticeable look change. In the, I guess the interior, that's what gets such a big change on the inside. So all of this having the new screen, so on and so forth, as opposed to the last body style. And then the steering wheel, it's just these are really nice, very nice. And the price tag kind of shows this is when all this Trump tariff stuff was going on. So I feel like with these 25 body styles, these seem a lot more expensive than the 24 body styles were in terms of what you get. But we also had a change in the trim levels and a few other things as well. Now this thing, it just rides so well. It's so nice to drive. The luxury here is just phenomenal. But it also, with it being nice to drive, it also, for someone like myself who likes a nice driving car in terms of performance, this is something that still handles relatively well to be basically a soccer mom luxury vehicle. Now I'm going to put it into the sport mode. Going to see if we can give it a quick pull here. Here we go. Yeah, it got up to speed nicely. Didn't even floor it, just put it in that sport mode and it was off to the races. But I want to give another big thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this Escalade today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now let's see if we can get this Super Cruise going. So you see it says hands-free driving active. And this is one of the big things I like about Cadillac GM Super Cruise in general. It's just very carefree, it's doing so much as opposed to a lot of the lane keeping systems that you get in Hyundai, Kia, even Honda. You know, those systems are great, but this just is always paying attention in terms of making sure you have your hands on the wheel, in terms of the centering itself. As the lines are not perfect, you can kind of feel the vehicle slowly moving in or out. And then if you put the lane change on top of that, it's just a very clean semi-autonomous driving system. I like it better than Tesla's. I even like it better than the co-pilot I have on my Mustang Mach-E. I feel like this is always doing its thing, specifically with having the hands free without having to have the full-on Super Cruise engaged. So on highways where I just want to be able to stay in the lines and just chill, this is great for me. But also with this Platinum Luxury, I was kind of talking about the Super Cruise, but the ride down the interstate that's probably one of the best rides I've had in a vehicle coming down that stretch of road. Very smooth, even as the interstate started to get rougher where it needs to be repaved. It was, the sound acoustics were great in terms of the road noise, the sound in the cabin. Everything just feels well insulated and luxurious. Now driving this in this pretty heavy traffic, I like how, I don't want to say I was about to take a nap, but it's so comfortable. It makes these harder drives, specifically where there's a ton of traffic, a ton of people, just easier to withstand, if you will. The massage seat's going, the cooled seat's going, and you know, the AC controls are keeping me cool and comfortable without having to have the fan speed very high. And I'm sure it has to do with the tint and everything here, but it's very impressive overall how this vehicle is able to keep me comfortable on a day where it says 100 degrees Fahrenheit there. That's pretty accurate. It's at least 95, 96 out here, and this Tennessee humidity is like no other. So again, that's pretty impressive. But in terms of what you get for the money here, pretty solid, I think, when you consider the luxury. If you're comparing this to a Mercedes, if you're comparing it to a BMW, it's about what and what. And this here, I feel like it has added capabilities. You have a naturally aspirated V8 as opposed to turbos. You know, the turbo 6s they put in the BMWs, the turbo V8s they put in the Mercedes. This here is a little bit easier to work on. You know, it's the same powertrain you get in the Chevy Suburbans, the Chevy Tahoes, the Yukons. But the big thing with these is they can tow, and having that new camera angle, being able to see if you have a boat behind you, keeping an eye on that with the sway and everything is nice to make sure you're not about to hit something making these bigger turns. And just the technology you get here in terms of having the Super Cruise, blind spot monitors, rear camera mirror. There's a ton here in terms of luxury that you get with the Escalade. But the massage seats are a big plus for me. I really like the heads-up display. It's big and bold, but still not you know, I can still see through it, which is great. And then this pillar-to-pillar screen is fantastic. The AKG Studio sound system in these is just great quality. And there's a reason the Escalade has been one of the best-selling luxury SUVs over, you know, the past couple decades, specifically the past 10 years since the 2015 redesign, because these just they fit the bill, whether you're talking about chauffeuring people around, whether you're talking about just the looks, the feeling of opulence. It's a sensational vehicle for not too bad of a price. Now, as this 25, 26 model years come out, you know, things have definitely crept up in terms of price. You're seeing that with the Corvettes as well. But compared to what everybody else has their sticker prices at, it's still a pretty good bargain if you consider that. And with this one just having a little under 8,000 miles, you're saving some money off MSRP. This trim I don't see ever, so it's nice to see this here. You know, I think it's a pretty good buy overall. But all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Cadillac Escalade Platinum Luxury.